guys, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea, and I hope that I find you all very well indeed and you're all having a smashing day or night so far. So this is a bit of a late upload. It's been absolute pandemonium the last couple of days. As you know, it was my birthday yesterday. I turned the big 40. Can you believe it? Where does the time go? Anyway, so you knew I was working on these wee cupcakes. I was meant to do this a couple of days ago, but things were just, chaotic. So I've got round to it tonight, and do you know what? They were absolutely delicious. These cakes, if you like chocolate cupcakes, you'll love these. These are beautifully moist and so soft. They're just to die for. So yes, I decided to go for the chocolate cupcake with a chocolate buttercream topping. Some have got strawberry, some have got raspberry and edible gold as well, yeah. So let's move on and I'll tell you what you're going to need if you want to follow along with this wee recipe. First of all, I've got some fresh Scottish raspberries. I've got 225ml of vegetable oil, 3 large free-range eggs, 370 grams of caster sugar, 350 grams of plain flour, 60 grams of cocoa powder, 300 grams of chocolate chips. You're going to need 150 grams for your cupcake batter and the other 150 if you want to dip some strawberries for the top. I've also got some fresh strawberries, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 200ml of strong black coffee, 200ml of buttercream or buttermilk, and I'm also using some chocolate buttercream and white buttercream to decorate the top, and you'll find the recipe for that if you've a wee look at my Victoria sponge recipe, because I haven't included it in this video because I've shown you, how to do this before. But if you want to see it, you can pop over to my Victoria sponge recipe, and I'll link that at the end of this video in case you want to see how I've done that. So yeah, so let's move on and we'll see what we do next. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is get my buttercream into my piping bags. These are just wee disposable ones and they're ultra cheap and, so handy. You just throw them away when you're finished. So this is my vanilla buttercream with a brand new tip. These are actually Russian ball tips, and look at that, they're so easy. All you do is give it a wee twist and you've got a perfect flower. And this is the chocolate buttercream. So just fill your bags up and leave them to the side for the time being. And I'm going to be using this as well, just to, put a wee stripe on my strawberries at the end. So I've got a milk chocolate and I've got a white chocolate one. I actually used the white chocolate one on my wee biscuits the other day. So first thing I done was I melted some milk chocolate in the microwave. Just give it 20-second intervals, give it a wee stir, dip your strawberries in, then pop them onto a wire rack to set. So the first thing we're going to do is make the cake batter. So you'll obviously need 2 bowls for this. So in your first bowl, start off with your flour, then your sugar, and then your cocoa powder, and then your chocolate. I've already sieved all of my ingredients, so you'll want to sieve them. And then the bicarbonate of soda, and just give everything a good mix together until it looks uniform and all the same, just like this. And then you want to get another bowl and get your wet ingredients together. So this is my coffee, my buttermilk, the vegetable oil, and then the eggs. I just gave mine a wee whisk before I put them in. And just give that a good whisk together. I just use a fork, but if you've got a hand whisk, you can use that as well if you like. It only takes a few seconds. You just want to combine everything really well. And you want to get your dry ingredients again and just plop your wet ingredients into the middle. So just make a wee well or a wee hole in the middle of your dry ingredients and pop your wet stuff in. And I'm just using a silicone spatula just to mix things in, because I feel as though, you know, one of these spatulas, you get right in about the, you know, all the wee nooks and crannies, and it does a really good job. But again, you can just use a wooden spoon. It's entirely up to yourself. So just keep whisking and mixing until all your, you know, your dry ingredients are well incorporated with your wet ingredients. So I like to pour my cupcake mixture into a jug, because it makes, you know, when you go to fill up your wee cases, it makes it so much easier. Just make sure your jug has got a wee lip on the front so that you get a nice clean pour. So I'm just using some brown cupcake cases and a cupcake tin, because it holds your cases nice and tightly and they don't fan out. And I just use a spoon to catch any drips. You just want to fill these about 3/4 of the way up, or even half the way up would do. Just try and get them kind of even. And you want to bake these in a preheated oven for 20 to 25 minutes at gas mark 3 or 180°C. And they'll look like these when they come out. And just let these cool completely before you start to decorate them. The smell in the kitchen was insane. So while you're waiting on those cooling down, you know, you can just go and finish off your strawberries. Look how easy that is. It's got such a fine wee top on this, you know, it's got a fine wee nozzle. So it's really quick. And this stuff actually sets really quickly. So just set them to the side till you're ready. Oh, I forgot to say, this batter will actually make 20 cupcakes. So you can adjust the quantities to suit yourself. Now this is my wee Russian tip, and I just love it. So you want to lay down some of your buttercream first, just so that when you go to pipe, you know it's got something to stick to and it doesn't all come away. All you do is squeeze and twist, and look at that. How easy. This is actually a company called Gem. It's a Gem, and the tip, I believe, wait, I'll check. Yep, it's a 17T. And I'm just going to spray on some edible luster. And it just looks like gold actually, doesn't it? So pretty. And I've just popped a wee raspberry into the middle of my, you know, the very first one that I done. So this is my second one, and I'll speed these up a wee bit. And again, just with the Russian tip, just give it a wee squeeze and a wee turn. Lift up your bag and voila, it's absolutely perfect. Could you imagine trying to do this by hand? It would take forever. Looks like a Christmas decoration. And I just popped some 3 little chocolate hearts in the middle. So that was the second one. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. They're so cute. And this was the last one I done. So I actually lost a couple. Somebody pinched a couple, but hey ho. So that's them done. I'm just going to let you see what they're like inside. I mean, they're so soft and moist and full of air. You know, it's actually quite hard to, you know, convey what they're like, because it's difficult trying to... So I'm just trying to pick away at it there just to let you see how soft and moist they actually are. Beautiful and so rich. So that was number 1, number 2, 3, 4 and 5. But like I said, guys, you know, that batter will make 20 of these cupcakes. So if you don't want 20, you know, if you're only looking for 10, you could just half, you know, just half all the quantities. Or maybe you just want 5. So you just, you know, you just adjust it to suit yourself. But I was super chuffed with these. I think they're so pretty. And they actually tasted better than they looked. So the daughter-in-law is coming over soon. So I'll give her one of these with a wee cup of coffee. So that was it. That was my wee triple chocolate cupcake recipe that was meant to be doing on Valentine's Day. But because of, just how busy it's been the last couple of days, I didn't actually get around to it. So hopefully it's not too late for you guys. And by the time this recipe goes up, it's probably going to be knocking on 12 midnight. So if you're still up and if you've hung on to the end, thank you very, very much for coming over. And until I see you next, which is probably going to be Meals of the Week tomorrow, I'll see you then. Bye for now. Bye now.